able to carry out a lot of work in the field of education, health, humanitarian aid, and other social and economic activities. Of course, the National League for Democracy is a political organization, and because of that, we've always put our political agenda at the forefront. For the past 2.5 decades, or nearly 2.5 decades, we have called for peaceful negotiations to settle the problems of our country. I can say that to a certain extent, we have made some progress in this matter because, as I think all of you probably know, I've met with Minister Uranchi several times and with President U Thein Sein once. During those meetings, we have been able to talk about the matters on which we could cooperate and of other matters on which we hope to be able to cooperate more fully as we learn to work together. Now, an issue which has been of great importance to all of us who are working for democracy in Burma is that of political prisoners. Some have been released over the last year, but there are still many who remain in prison. The exact numbers are a matter of controversy. We have our own list, the government has its own list, and other prisoners' associations have their own lists. We have put out our list, which consists of 525, and if you're interested in a copy, perhaps you will speak to U Aung Chan after the conference. There are rumors, of course, that important political prisoners are going to be released today, but so far these remain only rumors. We do not have any specific information on who has been released, if anybody has been released at all. Another issue which we consider of very great importance to our country is, of course, the matter of internal peace. We are very concerned about hostilities which have broken out in various parts of Burma, particularly now in the Kachin state. And we hope that the present problems will be settled peacefully. In July, I issued an open letter addressed to the President U Thein Sein and to various ethnic organizations, asking for a ceasefire and for peaceful negotiations and offering my services if they should be of any use to the process. This offer still stands. Any time that any of those involved in internal strife in our country would wish me or the NLD to serve in some capacity as a negotiator or as a facilitator, we would be only too willing. Another issue which we think in the long run is actually, or shall I say that I think is actually the most important for our country, is rule of law. Because whether it's a case of political prisoners or it's a case of ethnic strife within the country, or whether it's a matter of economic and social development, without the rule of law, we cannot really hope to progress. If there is no rule of law, we cannot be sure that there will be no political prisoners in the future. Human rights have to be protected by rule of law, and in the same way, investment and economic opportunities need to be protected by the rule of law. Without such protection, we can never be sure that progress will be sustainable. This is why the NLD has repeatedly spoken of the necessity for rule of law. As many of you are doubtless aware, the National Assembly has passed a number of new laws which have yet to be implemented. But in the implementation of such laws, again, rule of law is important. And rule of law depends on an independent and clean judiciary. This is what we are in great need of for our country now and always in the future, if we are to build up strong democratic institutions. Moving on from the political to the more specific issues, the generally political to the more specific issues relating to the National League for Democracy. we shall be holding a meeting of the Central Committee on the 18th to decide on matters relating to party registration and the coming by-elections. There have been the National Assembly lately passed, and the President has already signed amendments to the registration and election laws. And in view of these amendments, we are going to reconsider the position that we took in 2010 with regard to registration and the contesting of elections. I had better warn you that I will not be answering any questions related to this subject, so I would like to request you not to spend time on such matters, because I shall only say please wait until the 18th. And I don't think that's the kind of answer that you're looking for. In the realm of social and humanitarian work, it has been very encouraging, especially in the matter of education. The network has managed to establish about 16 free schools all over the country within the last 9 months. And these free schools are totally free. We don't ask for any fees under any kind of heading. The children who come to our schools are the most deprived, and so far as we can see, both parents and children are pleased with what we have been able to offer them. And there have been courses by the Veda organization, which for older people, young people, but older than school age. This is part of our capacity building program for the whole country. The NLE Women's Wing has also been engaging in certain educational and cultural activities. For example, recently we had a short course of backstrap loom weaving in order to uphold the traditions of Kachin weaving, which we are in danger of losing. And the Women's Wing has also engaged in such small enterprises as microcredit financing with street vendors in 2 bazaars in Rangoon. These are very, very small ventures, but the success with which we have been able to achieve has encouraged us, and we think that with greater opportunities we shall be able to take our country forward. Now, all of you are probably going to ask me whether I think that we are really firmly now on the road to democracy. I think we can say that we are looking at the opening to the road to democracy, and we all need to work together with faith and daring both. We need to have faith, but we also need to have a bit of daring in order to proceed along this path. There has been some discussion as to whether we should think of the glass as half full or half empty. I think that words like full and empty are rather emotive, and I would rather stick to specifics. What actually has been achieved during the past year, and how much importance should be put on such achievements. Now, these you probably all have your own ideas on, and you will probably wish to ask me questions on specific matters that you see as either progress or non-progress. I myself believe that if we all are determined to go forward and to take a positive view of developments, even if they are not as satisfactory as we would wish these to be. In fact, I'm rather wary of using the word satisfactory or satisfaction, because that smacks a little bit of complacency. And complacent we certainly cannot afford to be at this juncture. We have to understand that there's still a lot of work to be done, and not just work in the sense of physical or mental labor, but work in the sense of trying to create an atmosphere within which cooperation can flower. That is not always easy. We have to be aware of our own prejudices as well as the prejudices of those who are working against us. And we have to try to arrange things so that there isn't such a thing as them and us, and for and against, but all working together towards a common national goal. I think what we are trying to achieve is shared commitments to those values which will make our country a strong democratic union where all ethnic nationalities can be safe, secure, and prosperous together on a basis of mutual faith and understanding. This has always been our goal, and this will always remain our goal, because I'm sure all the media, more than any other organization, not that the media is an organization, but the media are probably very aware of the fact that there is no such thing as the end to political endeavor, or social endeavor, or economic endeavor for the matter. In fact, there will never be an end to human endeavor. And as we proceed towards a nation where our people can realize their potential, we have to be aware of the fact that this will be an all-time work, forever and ever, as long as our country exists and as long as the world exists. So when you come up with questions, I hope that you will keep in mind what I've already said, that I certainly do not think we have come to the end of our road, or that we shall ever come to the end of our road, because nation building gradually builds up, not to just mere nation building, but nation stabilizing and sustainability. So ours is a long-term venture, I should say. And in this venture, I would like to invite all of you who bear goodwill towards Burma and its peoples and towards our aspirations to help us by criticizing us when necessary, encouraging us at the right time, and if I may request it, providing us with practical help when we need it. Thank you. Aku ni masuk sini, dulu saja dengan gaya fisik lu jual ni sini. Cuma ni, teman ayah ni saya wujud wujud, dua sumpuliga ya lah ya. Apa yang dari itu sih kan? Ni aku sensei misalnya ni ada energi apa yang tu dengan gaya pagi cik mampu malam macam mula, ada jaga juga boleh mahu malam boleh mula sehingga siapa cepat. Di dengan gaya pagi ni mampu jadi ubri ni. Jika ubri ni pada solusi ni, tu doa ni biro, apa yang ada cukup biro, tempat dia ni, ni macam tu biro, di hari aja biro cepat. Kalau hamaरा सच्ची नहीं चालू है म्यूजिक डेमोक्रेसी बोल चुके हैं बहुत कॉम्पिटिशन हुए खबर और जिके सारे ने पता है सुनता चलता है चुपाया यहाँ पे तो अकुल तो देर आसे ने बोल माँ माँ बोलते हैं बच्चे ये सारे बम्बई वाले सच बात सच्ची नहीं थी सामान्य बच्चों में ऐसा होता है अब ये आज जो ना मेरे बच्चे लोग बम्बई वाले लोग जो रहा di cara nangai ni pada kisah yang ada, nangai jenama yang kisah pun. Ini cuma nangai jenama itu sudah lah siapa le, kalau me jenama ni macam sini dia nangai mari sini sudah ada, ni apa dia siapa. Ini dah mata itu tu me sudah ကျမတို့ကြားနေရတယ်အခုထိတော့တိတိကျကျကျမတို့ဘာမှမသိရသေးပါဘူးအခုထိတော့ဒါလွတ်တော်မယ်လို့ပြောနေတယ်ဆိုတာကိုပဲကျမတို့ကြားရတာဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဘာပဲဖြစ်တော့နိုင်ငံရေးအကျဉ်းသားများအားလုံးလူမျိုးရေးဟာကျမတို့မျိုးသားဒီမိုကရေစီဖွဲ့ချုပ်တယ်မကဒီမိုကရေစီလိုလားတဲ့လူအားလုံးရဲ့ရည်မှန်းချက်ဖြစ်ပါတယ်နောက်တစ်ခုကတော့ကျမတို့နိုင်ငံမှာအခုအားလုံးတွေစိတ်ပူစရာစိတ်ဆွေးနွေးစရာဖြစ်နေတာတော့ပြည်တွင်းငြိမ်းချမ်းရေးမရှိတဲ့ကိစ္စပါအထူးသဖြင့်ကချင်ပြည်နယ်မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်တိုက်ခိုက်မှုတွေဖြစ်နေတာဟာကျမတို့နိုင်ငံအတွက်အင်မတန်မှစိုးရိမ်ဖွယ်ဝန်နာစရာကိစ္စဖြစ်ပါတယ်ကျမဇူလိုင်လကဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒေါ်လာကြီးသိန်းစိန်နဲ့တိုင်းသားအဖွဲ့အစည်းတချို့ကိုအိတ်ဖွင့်စာပေးပြီးတော့ဒီနိုင်ငံတနိုင်ငံလုံးအပြစ်ခါရစေးလုပ်ဖို့နောက်ပြီးတော့ချမ်းချမ်းနဲ့ငင်းနဲ့ဒီပြဿနာတွေဖြေရှင်းဖို့ဟာကိုကျမတိုက်တွန်းခဲ့ပါတယ်ကျမအနေနဲ့ဘယ်နေရာဒီကူညီနိုင်လို့ရှိရင်လည်းကူညီချင်ပါတယ်ဆိုတော့လည်းကျမပြောခဲ့ပါတယ်အခုလည်းဒီတိုင်းပါလေဘယ်ရောပဲမဆိုကျမတို့အနေနဲ့ကျမတယောက်အနေနဲ့တော်တော်ကောင်းမျိုးသားဒီမိုကရေစီဖွဲ့ချုပ်အနေနဲ့တော်တော်ကောင်းဒီလိုငင်းကြရေးနဲ့ပတ်သက်လို့တနည်းတစ်နေရာကနေတော့ကုညီနိုင်မယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ကျမတို့ကနေတော့ဝင်ရောက်ပါဝင်ကုညီဖို့အဆင်သင့်ဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဆိုတော့ကျမထပ်မံပြောချင်ပါတယ်ကျမတို့နိုင်ငံမှာအခုနှစ်တွင်ဖြစ်တဲ့ဒီပေါ်မှာအခြေခံပြီးအင်တာမအရေးကြီးတဲ့ကိစ္စတစ်ခုလို့ကျမမြင်လာရတော့ဥပဒေစိုးမိုးရေးကိစ္စပါပဲလူ့ဘဝနဲ့ပတ်သက်လို့ပဲဖြစ်ဖြစ်နိုင်ငံရေးကိစ္စတွေနဲ့ပတ်သက်လို့ပဲဖြစ်ဖြစ်ပြည်တွင်းငြိမ်းချမ်းရေးနဲ့ပတ်သက်လို့ပဲဖြစ်ဖြစ်ဒီစီးပွားရေးလူမှုရေးတိုးတက်မှုတွေပဲပတ်သက်လို့ပဲဖြစ်ဖြစ်ဥပဒေစိုးမိုးရေးမရှိလို့ရတော့ကျမတို့ဟာတိတ်ခရီးရောက်နိုင်မှာမဟုတ်ပါဘူး။ဘာဖြစ်လို့လဲဆိုတော့ဒီနိုင်ငံရေးအကျဉ်းသားဆိုတာလေဥပဒေစိုးမိုးရေးရှိတဲ့နိုင်ငံမှာရှိလေရှိတာမရှိပါဘူး။နောက်စီးပွားရေးနဲ့ပတ်သက်လို့ရင်းနှီးမြှုပ်နှံမှုတွေတကယ်ပဲနားသိချင်တယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒီမှာလည်းကျမတို့ကဥပဒေစိုးမိုးရေးလုပ်ပါတယ်။လာပြီးတော့ရင်းနှီးမှုမြှုပ်နှံမှုစဉ်းစားမဲ့သူတွေကဒီနိုင်ငံမှာဥပဒေစိုးမိုးရေးရှိမရှိဆိုတာကိုတိတ်ချာချာကြည့်ပြီးမှသူတို့ရင်းနှီးမဲ့ပြည်နေမှုဆိုတာကိုဆုံးဖြတ်မှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်။နောက်ပြီးတော့ကျမတို့နိုင်ငံတိုးတက်ရေးအတွက်လူတွေဟာစိတ်လုံခြုံဖို့ဆိုရင်ဥပဒေစိုးမိုးရေးဆိုတာရှိရပါမယ်။ဥပဒေစိုးမိုးရေးကဘာလို့မှမတည်လဲဆိုတော့လွတ်လပ်တဲ့တရားရေးမှန်တယ်ရှိရပါမယ်။တရားရေးမှန်တယ်ဟာလွတ်လပ်ရမယ်။အရှင်းရမယ်။ဒီလိုသန့်ရှင်းပြီးတော့လွတ်လပ်တဲ့တရားရေးမှန်တယ်မရှိလို့ရတော့ကျမတို့နိုင်ငံမှာဥပဒေစိုးမိုးရေးဆိုတာရှိနိုင်မှာမဟုတ်ပါဘူး။ဒါဟာနိုင်ငံတစ်နိုင်ငံအတွက်အင်ပတာမှအရေးကြီးတဲ့ကိစ္စလို့ကျမမြင်ပါတယ်။ဒီဟာဒီမိုကရေစီအတွက်မရှိမဖြစ်ရှိရမယ့်ကိစ္စတစ်ခုဖြစ်ပါတယ်။ဒီမိုကရေစီအဆောက်အအုံတွေခိုင်မာဖို့ဆိုတာဟာလွတ်လပ်တဲ့ရှင်းတဲ့တရားရေးမှန်တယ်ဟာအဓိကချက်ဖြစ်ပါတယ်။အဲ့တော့အဲ့ဒီဟာအတွက်ကျမတို့ဟာဆက်ပြီးတော့ကြိုးစားပါပါမယ်ဆိုတာလည်းကျမပြောချင်ပါတယ်။ကျမတို့အရင်နှစ်ကကျမတို့ဒီလိုနေ့မှာပေါ့နော်14ရက်နေ့မှာရုပ်ရှင်မှာပြည်သူတွေစကားပြောတဲ့အခါမှာကျမတို့ဒီမိုကရေစီကွန်ရက်တစ်ခုဖွဲ့စည်းဖို့ရည်ရွယ်ချက်ရှိတဲ့အကြောင်းကိုပြောခဲ့ပါတယ်။ဒီကွန်ရက်ကတော့ကျမတို့အားရလောက်အောင်ကိုကျေပြန့်ခဲ့တယ်လို့ကျမပြောနိုင်ပါတယ်။အထူးသဖြင့်ဒီပညာရေးဘက်မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ကျမတို့တော်တော်အောင်မြင်ရှိပါတယ်။တခြားကျန်းမာရေးလူမှုရေးလူသားချင်းစာနာတဲ့အထောက်အကူဘက်တွေမှာလည်းကျမတို့တော်တော်အောင်မြင်ရှိပါတယ်။နောက်ပြီးတော့ဥပဒေနဲ့ပတ်သက်လို့ပြောရမယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ရှင်းနေကွန်ရက်တွေလည်းကျမတို့ဖွင့်နိုင်ခဲ့ပါတယ်။ဒါဟာကျမတို့ရဲ့ဥပဒေစိုးမိုးရေးကိုအထောက်အကူဖြစ်တယ်လို့ကျမတို့ပြောနေပါတယ်။ဒီလိုတိုးတက်မှုတွေရှိနေတယ်လုံလောက်သလားဆိုတော့ကျမတို့လုံလောက်တယ်ကျေနပ်လောက်တယ်ဆိုတဲ့စကားလုံးကိုမသုံးနိုင်ပါဘူး